Good evening, everyone. Welcome back in another session. So hope you are good, doing well, enjoying your weekend, and obviously getting ready for next week. All right, so let's just straight away move to the setups. All right, for next week. Hopefully you are already have a good week. So first of all, dollar index. Okay, so as we know that the dollar index is setting up for a longer term reversal. All right, and we are looking dollar index to stay up, stay bullish for longer term. All right, and also we are having some signs from the Fed officials were saying in last couple of weeks that they are planning to wind up their QE program at the end of this year, so which is a good sign for the dollar. All right, also we got good numbers, good NFP, non-farm payroll numbers last week, and because of that we are having some good moves across the market on dollar pairs. So dollar is just pushing higher. We got a flag over there, we got a good move. All right, good bounce off, then a correction, another breakout, and we had another correction over there, another breakout. So the bullish wave is already on its way on the dollar index. All right, and hopefully that you already caught that after having some good numbers last week on non-farm payroll. All right, and you're still looking this to continue to keep pushing more higher. All right, so you are simply looking this trend to stay intact, and this to continue to keep pushing more higher. Okay, so it's correcting on 15-minute time frame and breakout for another time, and at least tag that 93, so 93.15, all right, or 93.20. okay, so next bullish leg to appear over there like these previous ones. All right, so hopefully, all right, so another leg to appear over there like these previous one. Okay, so this correction is already underway, that to complete similar like that or like this previous one, and complete the next bullish wave over there. Okay, so it can slightly go beyond that previous top 94 and 93, 93.15. okay, so can break this previous top and can go up to 93.45 or 93.50 areas. Okay, but right now there is possibility that the XY or dollar index still can drag lower after hitting this previous top. Okay, and can visit this previous low again. Okay, before going to continue to keep pushing more higher. Okay, or we can see that another leg lower we can see on the dollar index for an expanding triangle formation before going to continue to keep pushing more higher. All right, so once you see that the price complete that move at this top or form new high, okay, so watch price action for this to hold that previous top and drag but another leg lower back to that trend line or give us that expanding triangle formation. All right, before going to continue to keep pushing more higher. Okay, so it means that dollar index sideways for a while, or we can see that as long as Fed is not actually going to start its tapering plan, yeah, we can see sideways market on the dollar index. And once actually they're going to trigger the tapering, then we may see aggressive move on the dollar for upside. Okay, so for next couple of weeks to months, stay bullish on the dollar. Okay, but as I said, we still can see another leg lower on the dollar up to 92 areas before going to see continuation for more upside. Okay, so short term bullish. All right, and once price complete that short term one more bullish leg, then price to go back to these areas and then complete the expanding triangle formation for more upside. Okay, or in simple words, if you see that any deeper pullback is going to come on the dollar index, yeah, so stay longer term bullish. All right, longer term when I say longer term bullish means that bullish trend on dollar index for next couple of years. Okay, not months. All right, years. Okay, so opposite going to be on the euro dollar? All right, so if I'm going to look at that monthly chart, all right, monthly chart, so it is also struggling to break that bigger, you know, flag for more upside. All right, so we get a bullish trend and the euro is struggling against the dollar. All right, so struggling to break the trend for more upside. So another bearish leg all the way back to 105. All right, so if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, weekly, we can see price is struggling to go beyond 123 areas, okay, and reversing. So it's reversing for longer term from 123 areas. As I said, fundamentals are setting up for longer term reversal on the dollar. Okay, so you know, longer term bearish, okay, clear analysis, there is no, you know, question about that. Longer term bearish, you know, chart, euro dollar, yes, similar wave. The wave appeared over there in 2018, okay, bearish wave, and the next bearish wave to appear over there, similar like that. Okay, so on lower time frame, 8-hour time frame, all right, so next to hold this previous low, all right, so hold this previous low and go back up to that trend line, or visit these areas, visit 120, all right, and then start the bearish trend for longer term to the downside. All right, so same analysis as you know I have made on the dollar index. Okay, so price to hold these areas 11750 or 1.1750 or 117. Okay, if price struggle to break below 117, all right, and bounce up from 117, then go all the way up to, first go all the way up to 1.19, and if it is going to be strong, then go all the way up to 120 and hold that 120, and then again drop from 120 to 117 back, or a bigger aggressive drop to the downside. So price euro dollar can stay within that circle for next 1 to 2 months. All right, as I said, you know, as long as Fed is not going to actually triggering the tapering, all right, so we can see sideways market on the euro dollar and dollar index. So any, you know, push up gonna be a short opportunity on the deeper pullback, gonna be a short opportunity on the euro dollar for longer term. So if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, move is almost already gone. Okay, we got a flag over there similar like the dollar index, broke out, another, you know, couple of tiny corrections, broken. All right, and the next one is just appearing over there. If I'm gonna look at this small one, 15-minute time frame, so you shouldn't be chasing that move at such levels. Okay, when price is also sitting at these areas at 117.50. okay, so you shouldn't chase that you know, opportunity for more downside at these areas. Okay, if price break below that, all right, break below that, so you shouldn't be chasing that. Okay, there is some potential on the DXY, yeah, but some 15-minute potential. But what you should do, all right, so you shouldn't chase the strength of the dollar against the euro, all right, because euro is sitting at the floor, but you can chase the strength on the dollar on those pairs where you haven't seen that move yet. All right, euro is sitting at the bottom, but there are, you know, a couple of, you know, dollar pairs where dollar is still weak. All right, dollar is still not getting strength, means that other currencies are still strong. All right, pound is still strong against the dollar, kiwi is still strong against the dollar, so you can chase dollar there rather than you chasing, you know, this tiny move over there on the euro against the dollar. Okay, we're gonna look at those pairs. All right, so let this to finish, okay, or let this to go slightly, you know, below that 117.50, and once price gonna bounce off, all right, so start looking this to rebound up to 119 or 120. okay, this small move, and then bounce off aggressively, correct, go back, yeah, usually the way I talk about, bounce off and then correct and go back all the way up to 119 or up to 120. okay, so pull back on the euro. All right, so pull back. So bearish move is already on its way after having, you know, strong NFP data, and yeah, this is the structure. Okay, yeah, so don't rush for the buying on the euro dollar. Okay, let this to settle, let this to to you know, give you some price section for buy, yeah, it can extend up to 117. All right, means that there is still, you know, 50-60 pip room on the euro dollar for downside. So if you're gonna chase it now without having a good price action, you can end up, you know, getting into the market too early. So euro dollar, right? And if I'm gonna look at the DX, the dollar chief is already going its way. Yeah, so opposite to the, not opposite, just opposite to the DXY, or opposite, similar to the DXY and opposite to the euro dollar. Okay, so you gotta, you know, nice breakout over there, correction, next move is appearing over there. Okay, another correction is needed over there, and you can look for this to go all the way back to this date. All right, all up to 20 July. Again, next leg to appear over there, or in, you know, perfect scenario, break above that top. All right, break below, above that top, above high 92.80. all right, break above that top and continue to keep pushing more higher. So there are going to be some potential. All right, not ideal, but some potential for more upside. All right, so if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, so once, you know, you're going to see that correction is already underway on 15-minute time frame like other pairs. Okay, so slightly can get bigger. So once price complete that, okay, so it's still, you know, correcting. So once price gonna complete that, all right, so you are looking this to continue to break out for another leg for more upside. So a small push up, or we can see that 1 hour time frame, you know, next wave, okay, which can extend up to that top. Okay, this top or slightly can go beyond that top, and once price gonna, you know, test that top again, look for this to go sideways. Okay, rather than continuation for more upside, go down again from that top. All right, this top or slightly go back to that top and go down. Okay, go sideways again. Why go sideways? Logic is, I'm telling you already. Okay, as long as Fed is not going to start actually to wind up their QE program, we may see sideways market, not trending on the dollar. Yeah, but longer term, you know, trend is already, you know, if I'm gonna look at the DXY, so longer term reversal, we can see that dollar has already found its floor over there at that price. Okay, for longer term. All right, this area on we can see that on you know, 4th of June, right, on that date. So setting up for a big reversal. So if I'm gonna look at the pound, okay, there you can chase. All right, so there you can chase this drop. Okay, so it's setting up for a breakdown, broken, but again managed to get back, and now trying to continue after having a strong NFP data. All right, so there you can chase. Okay, so move is still to appear over there on the pound against the dollar. Okay, so we already have seen bearish wave on the euro dollar, but we haven't seen the bearish wave on the pound. All right, reason, because the pound is still strong against the dollar. All right, so what you should do, okay, price is already dropping, you know, after forming that expanding triangle formation. So yeah, so either go back up, all right, so either go back up for another leg higher, like these legs, all right, like these 3 legs, 2 legs, all right, so form another one, another bullish one, and then drop. Okay, complete, go for another, you know, expanding triangle and then drop, or on a 15-minute time frame, the correction which is just already there, all right, that to break out. Okay, so that's the structure, simply, or structure or formation of that pattern. So, or once you see that the correction is going to break down, this 15-minute time frame correction, okay, we are expecting this to, you know, to keep dragging lower. Okay, this to break down sharply, this 15-minute time frame correction, and price to keep trending to the downside. So once you see that the pound is falling aggressively against the dollar, okay, what you can do, you can, you know, wait for a couple of more, you know, corrections over there, and you can chase those, okay, all the way up to this area. Okay, that low, or 20 July low. All right, 20 July low, like the way price was doing there. All right, so like the way price was doing there within these areas before, all right, or these areas. Yeah, so on lower time frame was keep breaking the lower time frame correction and keep dragging lower. Okay, so plenty of room over there on on pound dollar as we compare to the euro dollar. All right. Okay, so that chart is still there, so you can catch that. Okay, another one is the New Zealand dollar. All right, so this chart is still there. You can chase that. If I'm gonna look at the bigger time frame analysis, because you're looking this to drag lower all the way up to up to 19 or 20 October lows, so you still can catch that. Again, actual decision by Fed regarding tapering gonna drive this aggressively lower. Not aggressively, if it specifically aggressively lower on the yen pairs, because you're looking strength on the yen pairs, right? Yeah, so we are having right now we are having divergence between the central banks. All right, so some central banks are trying to be hawkish, some central banks still dovish, all right, and some central banks they are planning to be hawkish. All right, so the Bank of Japan is still behind than all other major banks. Right, they are still dovish. Okay, so Fed is trying to be hawkish. Yeah, so Bank of England hawkish. All right, and New Zealand, yeah, RBN, Reserve Bank of New Zealand is turning hawkish. Australian, they are still dovish. Okay, but in next couple of months you're gonna see they're gonna follow the Fed. All right, and once we're gonna see that the Bank of Japan is going to be hawkish, all right, you're gonna see strength on the yen. All right, so strength on the yen gonna be the next. All right, if you miss the bottom on the dollar, all right, or top on these currencies. Okay, so you're looking this to drag lower. So if I'm gonna look at this, all right, this chart, so you're looking first of all this to drag all the way back to that low. Okay, and if the move is going to be really sharp, then go all the way up to 650 areas. All right, but your target first of all these areas. Okay, so you're looking that to drag lower. So yes, you still can chase the bearish move on this. Okay, so it's trying, I mean, still close to the previous top, or we can say that still at that top. All right, so also forming 15-minute correction. Okay, if that 15-minute correction is getting deeper, okay, so gonna be perfect for you to chase that. Okay, so previous corrections formed, yeah, that correction formed and broken down. Another one formed, good NFP numbers broken out. Okay, so then the next one is just forming over there. And if it gets bigger, okay, let's see if it gets bigger like that, or become a 1 hour time frame correction. So definitely if it is going to become a 1 hour correction, then you're going to see this across the dollar pairs, not just on this. Okay, and then this to drag lower all the way back to that low. All right, or your yeah, this top is your, or this 70 90 or 70 80 is a price to watch. Okay, so this pair shouldn't go beyond that price. Okay, it shouldn't break above that top for drop. Okay, as long as the price is gonna stay below that top, your sell setup, your sell opportunity gonna be over there all the way back to these lows, right, these areas. So it's a clear chart, right, clear setup on this and pound. So PIs for the next week. All right, so you don't have a perfect opportunity like I have shown you for the next week on the pound and Kiwi. All right, but still, this is a bearish setup. Okay, but not for short term we can see that. Okay, back to these areas, back to that low. And if it is going to break down sharply, let's say, okay, this low is going to be broken aggressively to the downside, then extend up to 71 or 70 80 areas, or 70 50. All right, or again 20 October, like I have said on the Kiwi. All right, so like that. So still can drag lower up to 70, 80 before going to give you a buy opportunity for more for upside. Okay, you still can chase that. So that's a bigger analysis, simple analysis. All right. And if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, all right, like 15-minute time frame, nothing new, same formation, same pattern. Okay, like the New Zealand dollar or the pound dollar. Okay, and this to break down all the way back to that low. All right, all the way back to that low. And the possible flat formation, once price tag that low, hold that low, go back up or break down. Okay, this simple flat formation. So highly likely we're going to see that the price going to hold that. All right, I'm going to hold that 70 to 90 areas and going to go back up for short term. All right, so they're going to be a short term buy opportunity. All right, so in case if price is not going to break down that 15-minute correction, okay, as I said on the New Zealand dollar, US dollar, yeah, your top is there. Okay, your price shouldn't go beyond that for sell setup. Okay, or in simple words, if you're going to use stop loss, okay, so you're trying to get into the market as much close as to this top, all right, and stop loss just behind that. Okay, and if choosing the trade, all right, this trade, all right, then you are waiting for this to complete and stop loss somewhere there behind within these areas once price going to complete that correction. All right, and this move to appear over there. All right, so stronger dollar story. All right, and dollar CAD. Okay, so dollar CAD is also still there to catch. All right. Okay, so dollar CAD to also visit this previous price. All right, that previous price 130, 130. All right, so long way to go, but next week you are looking this to continue its next leg all the way back to that top. All right, complete that bullish wave there. All right, so simple. Price already broke a couple of corrections over there. All right, so we got this is the wave. Okay, back to that top. All right, so let's go to the lower time frame where we can see clear corrections over there. Okay, so if I'm gonna draw a couple of trend lines, okay, we got the correction there, we had the correction, okay, so next bigger correction appeared over there. Okay, we got bad numbers on the CAD last week, data wasn't good enough. All right, and we got a good data on the dollar. Okay, but we haven't seen the strength, okay, on dollar against the CAD. All right, so means there is still opportunity to catch this pair to push for more upside. Okay, so weaker oil prices gonna push this to more higher. All right, so there is also correction. Okay, yeah, and if I'm gonna look at the 15-minute time frame, that 15-minute time frame or we can see that CAD, after having the bad data on the CAD is still strong against the dollar. Or if I'm gonna try to make it more simple, then we can say that dollar got strength last week after non-farm payrolls, okay, but haven't got strength across the market. Okay, dollar got strength against the euro, dollar got strength against this gold, got strength against the silver. Okay, but we haven't seen strength on the dollar against the pound. All right, we haven't seen strength on the dollar against the CAD, or we haven't seen strength on the dollar against the Kiwi. All right, major pairs, I'm talking about the major pairs, or we can say that the Chinese yuan, right? So they still can catch the move. Okay, we still can see the strength against the dollar on these pairs, which are still not showing, which are still strong against the dollar. Okay, so you're looking this to continue in case if this pair is going to fall back, okay, like that, the 15-minute correction is not going to break out. Right, or like that. Okay, going to fall back, we're going to give you a bigger correction like that. Just simply go down. Okay, keep correcting slowly, tag this trend line or the previous floor, okay, previous bottom, that, and then continue to keep dragging. Okay, keep pushing higher. All right, so all the way back to that high. It definitely gonna, this move definitely gonna take time. It is not going to appear over there within a day or two. If it is going to appear over there within a day or two, perfect, you're gonna be lucky. All right, something like that. So I'm expecting that it is going to take times, something like 10 to 15 days. All right, or the strength which we are having on the dollar gonna stay there for next 10 to 20 days. All right, 10 to 20 days, dollar needs to stay stronger. All right, means stronger dollar in August. All right, so now let's move into the we have done the dollar pairs. All right, and dollar yen we're going to do with the yen pairs. All right, and now let's look at the others. All right, one by one. So yield. All right, so yield is very much important right now. All right, okay, and we got strength on the yield. Last week we got some comments from the Fed officials and good NFP numbers. We got strength on the yield. Because of that, we have strength, we have seen strength on the dollar against the gold specifically. Okay, when yield goes higher, you see strength on the dollar against the gold. Okay, I mean, simply when yield goes higher, you see weaker gold against the dollar. So when yield is falling, means that gold gonna go higher. Okay, so yield is actually setting up for a longer term reversal, right? Longer term reversal. When I see longer term reversal, means longer term reversal. All right, like that. Okay, but there is possibility that the yield can fall back all the way back to that low. All right, all the way back to that 20 October lows. Okay, before going to continue to keep pushing the bullish trend for more upside, means it can drag up to 0.80. all right, or 80 basis point. Right, so like that. Another leg lower can appear over there. Yeah, so breakout is possible, but I'm not currently expecting that breakout to happen. Right, this breakout to happen, not expecting that. Okay, more likely we're going to see another leg lower all the way back to that low. As we can see that the growth is slowing down. There are many other issues right now going on in the world right now. Okay, so which can drive the yield lower rather than breaking out for upside. Okay, so that's the bigger picture. If I'm going to look at the lower time frame, there is a simple flat formation. All right, so you're looking this to hold that top and yield to go back up again, go back down again for another leg lower. Okay, back to that area. Okay, back to that low, or and possible breakdown for more downside, as I said. All right, so that's the yield. Okay, when this move gonna be over there, okay, this means that there's gonna be a risk off move across the market. All right, when yield goes higher, there's gonna be a risk on move, means that the risk on assets is gonna go higher and risk of assets gonna drop. All right, risk of safe haven's gonna drop. So drop on the yield gonna give strength to the yen pairs. All right, so euro pound also gonna be a good chart to watch. Okay, price is still struggling to go higher. Okay, as I have shown you the pound pair to drop. Okay, we're gonna see weaknesses on the pound against the dollar next week. Okay, then obviously you're gonna see bounce off on this pair, and euro dollar gonna find its bottom over there and gonna go higher, and this pair also gonna jump for more upside. All right, so price is slowly pushing lower. Okay, and trying to break down this previous low, this previous previous bottom. All right, that previous low. So you're looking simply price to hold that, bounce off, and at least go up to 86.50. All right, and if the move is going to be pretty sharp or strong like this previous one, all right, that was simply a crash. Okay, so crash is not there yet. Okay, you are not going to see crash anytime soon. All right, until we're gonna have tightening cycle. Okay, so yeah, but all the way go up to 90, 91.30 in longer run. Okay, so but the first move, the first move you are looking is something like that kind of move in euro pound. All right, go all the way back to that top. Okay, 86.40. So right now, as we can see that the euro is dropping. All right, euro is dropping not just on this, across the market. All right, and once you're gonna see that the pound is going to drop. Okay, hopefully we're gonna see, you know, next 2 weeks weaknesses on the pound. All right, and sideways market on the euro or strength on the euro from bottom. Okay, then this chart gonna be good to watch for buy opportunity. Okay, so you can, you know, you can look for these kind of short-term buy opportunities as well. You can get out from the market and again can wait for the price to get down within these areas and can look for this to go higher. Okay, so what you are simply looking over there, okay, a strong bounce off. Okay, so strong aggressive move. Wait for that, and once it comes out, all right, you're gonna see, you know, bullish move over there. Okay, so aggressive move like that. Okay, 15-minute time frame or 1 hour or 4 hour. 4 hour going to be too late. If you're going to wait for the 4-hour move, that is going to be very, very late. So you need to keep close eyes on the 15-minute time frame so that you can chase it early, right after when it appears over there. Okay, rather than waiting for a 4-hour, you know, aggressive move. So if you're gonna wait for the 4-hour aggressive move, it's gonna take a lot of time. You know, I mean, you're gonna be late, right? So you're simply gonna be late. So you're simply waiting for that kind of aggressive move and price action. Okay, that kind of. So this is a 15-minute time frame. All right, nice move, nice correction. Okay, and next leg is just appearing over there. So similar kind of formation or similar kind of price action you are waiting over there, and want to see, you know, price to bounce off and price to just simply bounce off from there. All right, so yeah, it's not, you know, pasting. So hopefully you got it. Okay, don't need to explain it again. So good chart to watch. All right, good chart to watch, and there's going to be a good potential once we're going to see. If I'm gonna, you know, compare this chart with another chart, okay, let's say like the Euro New Zealand dollar. Okay, you got a, you know, big move over there already on this chart from you know, March. Okay, a big move already appeared over there on the Euro New Zealand dollar. Or if I'm gonna compare that chart with the Euro Australian dollar chart, okay, you already have seen, you know, a big move over there on the Euro Aus. All right, so if I'm gonna, you know, compare that chart with the Euro Pound, okay, so Euro still needs to get stronger against the pound. Okay, this move still needs to come. All right, so means that there is still potential. All right, on the Euro Pound chart. Right, so that's the Euro Pound. Chief Yen, also Chief Yen is a good chart to watch. Okay, so as I said, yield still can drag lower. Okay, so drop on the yield up to 80, 0.80, or let's say even 1%. Okay, so you're gonna drive these moves, the moves which I'm showing. All right, we're gonna have these moves. So, you know, Chief Yen to go down. Simply chart is very much clear over there. No need to talk about that a lot. Price already broke out. Okay, and you are simply looking this to break down and continue to keep dragging lower. So if you see that on lower time frame, price is going to visit the previous top, all right, then you are looking this expanding triangle formation to hold and then drag. So right now you are having a 15-minute correction. Okay, this 15-minute correction to simply break. All right, this 15-minute correction, you are having that almost across the market right now after having NFP numbers. So this 15-minute correction to break down aggressively and continue to keep dragging lower. If it is not, okay, then simply go back up and hold the 21 areas. Okay, 21, 21.20, 21.30, these areas, and simply just keep dragging lower from that price. Okay, all the way back to that low. So that's the structure, we can say that. Okay, another short-term up leg is possible. Not anticipating that, okay, but that's possible. All right, this short-term bullish leg is is possible. We are not, I'm not anticipating, but possible. All right, so you are looking this chart to go all the way again this price. Okay, so some, you know, as I was, you know, I'm saying again and again that the price to visit the you know, October lows, okay, there is a reason, there's a logic behind that, right? There is a logic behind that, right? This is the October price, right? I mean, October price is 116.30. There is a logic. So some pairs, they have already, you know, visited that price. Okay, gone. We were looking. Let's say this. Okay, pound Australian. All right. So where was the October lows or October highs on this chart? And there is the 20 October. So we have seen that the price gone beyond that. Okay, so price, we were looking for this move to appear. Okay, I was looking for this move to appear, so appeared, right? Or we can see that the Australian, Australian dollar got more weaknesses as with compared to the others. Okay, but the weaknesses on the Australian dollar is telling us that everything is not right within this recovery. All right, this is a risk on currency. Australian dollar is a risk on currency. All right, so everything within the world right now is not right. Okay, and price just broke below that. Okay, this area, this 20 October lows. Okay, so there are many other pairs which already have broken that October low. So some pairs which are still behind, okay, they can visit that 20 October price or 20 October lows. So all of them are gonna reach to these areas. Okay, all right, every single pair is not going to visit that price, the 20 October price. All right, so the pairs which are going to staying, I mean, still, staying close to this previous tops. Okay, let's see USD yen. You got still a lot of potential on this chart, still staying gone, drop. Let me check how many percent we have seen drop on this pair. Okay, it has dropped almost 7%, okay, or 600 pip move we have already seen over there. Okay, but it has the potential to go all the way up to this low, all right, like that low. So you still got a potential on this chart. Okay, so the pairs which are still staying above, let's say market right now is expecting that Reserve Bank of New Zealand is going to raise the interest rate quicker than the other central banks. All right, that's causing the New Zealand dollar to stay strong right now. All right, that's the reason that the New Zealand dollar is not dropping aggressively to the downside like the Australian dollar. All right, but they can change. All right, they can change and they can follow the other central banks. If so, then you're gonna see weaknesses on the New Zealand dollar, and highly likely they're gonna do the same. All right, like the Bank of England, like the Reserve Bank of New Zealand. All right, they're gonna be dovish. They are not going to be hawkish. Yeah, once we're gonna see that they're gonna be moved across the market from the central banks at the same time. All right, when Fed gonna trigger, then the rest of the central banks gonna trigger the hawkish policy. All right, so this pair, the New Zealand dollar against the yen, still staying close to this previous top. It means that there is still a long way to go within these areas. Okay, so there is a logic behind that drop, not just based on a guesswork. Okay, hopefully you got my point. If not, then we'll see how market gonna do, and we'll talk about that later on. All right, so where we were on the chief yen. All right, so chief yen, hopefully you understand that. Good potential. Okay, so a lot of room there to run on this pair for the downside. Euro dollar, we have already seen. Oil. Okay, so oil seems to me is topped out over there. Okay, at 76.50. All right, almost we are find top on the oil at 76.50. Right, and it's retracing from that. Okay, and the average price which I'm predicting over there on the oil for next couple of years is going to be 80. Yeah, the max price can be 80, and the lower floor on oil going to be the 35 or 40. Okay, so oil price is going to stay within that ranges for next couple of years. Okay, next 2 to 3 years. All right, so some experts are expecting that oil gonna go beyond 100. All right, and there is still rally left on the oil. All right, I don't think so we're gonna see oil around 100, all right, anytime soon. And there is no reason for oil to go that much far away, as we can see that we are having revolution in the auto industry. Okay, so electric vehicles are coming. Okay, so industry is shifting from oil to electric. Okay, which obviously gonna put effect on the demand. Okay, and many countries are finding new oil resources. All right, so more supply is there. Okay, but demand is is not there on the oil. Demand is falling and gonna fall over time. All right, gonna fall over time. And what OPEC countries are trying to do, they are trying to limit the supply. Okay, so that they can bring the supply according to the demand. Okay, because of that we are having stronger oil prices. Okay, but they cannot do that forever. Right, they cannot do that forever because it is affecting on their on some countries' budget. Right, those countries which are where in which countries we are oil is the main source of income for them. All right, they are generating their income from selling oil. Okay, so we can expect oil to just keep rising. All right, if again anything goes wrong between the OPEC countries, we're going to see free fall on oil. Okay, there is no reason and logic behind stronger oil prices. Yeah, there was the reason when central banks want to stabilize the prices, stabilize the market. All right, there was the reason oil to go higher. Okay, but when central bank gonna wind up their QE program, you are not going to see stronger oil prices. All right, so oil gonna fall over time. So that's the reason behind that, why we are not expecting oil to stay stronger. Okay, and any pullback you see over there, back to that 76 or 80 prices. Okay, watch price action and watch this to go down all the way in longer run, all the way up to 40 or 35 areas. Okay, the average price we can see on the WTI gonna be 50. All right, so 50, 60, 50, 60. Yeah, for longer term. Yeah, but aggressive sell can go up to 35 or 40 areas. Okay, for short term, there are a lot of short term opportunities on lower time frame. Okay, so for next week, price is already dropping from 74 areas. Okay, and dropping. So expecting this to drag lower all the way at least up to this price. Okay, up to 56 area, and in best case scenario, longer term, as I said, go all the way up to this low or 35 areas. Okay, that's not going to come anytime soon. 35 area is not going to come anytime soon, as we know that OPEC countries are still trying to keep the prices high. Okay, so it is going to drop when we're going to have something bad, all right, or bad news gonna hit the market. Then you're going to see aggressive sell. So there is no aggressive sell right now. Okay, or big drop on the oil prices. So what you are looking right now, you are looking this to just continue the move, the correction which was already there. Okay, that correction broken out. All right, a possible flat formation. Okay, and the bearish trend to stay intact for the next week. All right, so possible flat formation to happen and go back up and drop. Okay, all the way back to that low, or keep pushing lower. This simple flat formation, if it comes, okay, you are looking this to keep dragging lower. Okay, and once you see that the price is holding that low, all right, or let me remove these, you know, couple of trend lines, some trend lines, and then gonna look at that. Okay, then go all the way back to that top, right? Stabilize. Okay, oil to tag that low and stabilize. Okay, bounce off on lower time frame, correct, and go all the way back to that top, and then again drag lower. All right, let me put some trend line. Okay, this bigger formation. Okay, hopefully you got that. So we still can see another leg higher over there on oil. Okay, back to 75 areas. Okay, that's a longer term formation, longer term picture. So oil price is going to stay within that, you know, picture for longer term. Okay, lower time frame, as I said, this move to complete over there, back to that low, and if it bounce off like it has done there previously, okay, then go back up for short to medium term buy back to that top, and price to struggle over there, and then again fall back. All right, so this is a 4-hour time frame. Okay, so it is going to take some time. All right, this formation is going to take some time. Let's say if it is not going to form that formation, okay, and price keep dragging lower, all right, then keep pushing lower and correct again on a 4-hour time frame. Okay, then intact the bearish trend, as I said, all the way back to, let me remove and draw some, you know, clear formations over there, clear arrows. Okay, so then keep dragging lower, correct for another 4-hour time frame. Okay, then go up to 50. Okay, so as I said, we have got a good bearish price action on you know, WTI. Okay, where we were expecting this to give us. Okay, all right, so okay, so we were expecting good price action on WTI at that top. So we got a good price action. Price got some resistance over there, all right, and struggling, all right, and struggling at that price. So the lower time frame analysis or the possibilities I have explained, all right, and just follow that. Okay, so CAD chief to push more higher. Okay, push more higher and flat formation. Okay, go all the way up to 23 July and struggle there, 73.40 or 73.50, and then drop. Okay, so chart is very much clear. So there is still possibility that there you know, short-term couple of buy opportunities can appear over there, and you can chase. Okay, like that. All right. So, or in other words, okay, if I'm telling you in another words, right? So the move you see over there, okay, that's a strength on the CAD, or we can say that the weakness is on the chief. All right, so chief yen is still staying at that top. Okay, you haven't seen that move on the chief yen, so rather than chasing that move, okay, this tiny move, the chief yen is much better to watch for the drop. All right, but if you still want to chase this, okay, for short term, for more upside, then you can chase. Okay, but make sure you trade with precautions. All right. Okay, so this one more up leg. Once that 15-minute pullback complete, then go all the way up to 73.40 or 74 areas. Okay, so we got euro yen now. Okay, so still got a lot of you know potential on this. Let me look at this. Okay, so big structure. Okay, so price is dropping. Okay, but this is a weekly time frame chart, so slow move, we can say that. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the simply lower time frame, okay, so you are looking, or let's just look at this 4-hour time frame. Okay, and then gonna explain it on lower time frame. So this is the move you are looking, that's the wave, simple within that, you know, circle. Okay, if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, okay, price was struggling there at these areas. Okay, we got a breakout there. Okay, price is dropping. So it is still within a correction, okay, 4-hour time frame correction. All right, what we may see over there, okay, we may see breakout of this 4-hour correction, and price can keep dragging lower all the way back to that low, okay, or a sharp sell-off, right? So sharp sell-off is less likely, okay, because there is no reason right now which can drive that sharp sell-off, but we may see that over time, okay, because the longer term bearish trend has triggered over there, and we may see that over time up to 120, 125, okay, 125. So still got a 500 pip move left over there on this pair. All right, so yeah, so that's the wave. So or simply go into a flat formation, like right, simply go into a flat formation, all right, like that. Okay, breakdown, hold it, go back up, and then again draw for downside. Okay, so the formation which I have shown you previously, that wasn't the flat, that was a flag formation. All right, so which can appear over there. Okay, so if it comes, flat formation, flag comes, okay, then the higher high, okay, break that previous high, go higher, okay, and then drop this simple ABC move. Okay, hold the trend and then drop like that. Okay, or price to stay within this flat formation for longer term and break down and continue to keep pushing lower. Okay, so this is a bigger correction. Price right now is turning into a bigger correction. All right, yeah, so we were expecting, yeah, so went into a bigger correction. All right, so broken down and dragging lower right now. All right, so this flat formation on the euro yen. So good luck. And the S&P 500 to stay trending, keep pushing more higher, go all the way up to 4,500. All right, so 4,500 is just there. Yes, just 72 points away. But there's potential that the S&P 500 can push more higher. All right. Sound is good. Sound hopefully gonna be all right. Seems to me. Just 1 second. So hopefully sound is all right on the TV. So sound is good, yeah. Thanks for telling. All right, so S&P 500 still can continue its trend. Okay, so first of all, you're looking this to tag the 4,500. All right, so the target going to be 4,500, and in longer term is the 5,000. Right. So when we can see, weaknesses or bigger sharp correction on the S&P 500 again when Fed is going to change its policy. Okay, so still can continue to keep pushing more higher up to 5,000. So any deeper pullback still gonna be a buy opportunity. Okay, and we had short-term correction over there. Okay, but price is already bounced off over there from this low and heading for the next leg. So in case if it is going to pull back, let's say like that. Okay, so they're gonna be a short-term buy opportunity. Okay, and that short-term buy opportunity to push all the way up to 4,500. All right, so 4,500 first of all. Okay, this is going to be the buy opportunity you are looking. If it breaks out, okay, I think you shouldn't cheese this move over there for just 72 points. Okay, better to wait for this to give you a decent pullback and then you chase it. All right, like that. All right, so on lower time frame, a decent pullback gonna give you a decent buy area within these areas. Yeah, so if it keeps rising, better to stay away, let that to go. All right, let that to go rather than chasing that on 44.20 or 44.50 areas for more upside. All right, so Nikkei index to pull, draw for another leg lower. Okay, breakdown, drop for another leg lower, visit this previous low, okay, or form new low within this, wedge, and then continue the trend. Okay, so Bitcoin. There is no reason right now Bitcoin to keep the bullish trend intact. Okay, so I'm expecting it to drag lower again all the way up to 30, 32, 31, 32 areas before going to go higher, or simply Bitcoin to stay sideways. Okay, so stay sideways within 45 to 30 areas for a while before going to continue its bullish trend. All right, so there might be an issue on your end for that. So hopefully the sound is all right this time, guys. So Bitcoin, okay, so as I said, there is no reason right now Bitcoin to keep its trend for more upside. Okay, and that's the chart. Okay, so a sharp sell-off, okay, sharp sell-off, correction, and visit these lows again, 30, 32 areas, and then hold that and go back up. All right, so if you are looking to buy, a Bitcoin at such levels for more upside, I think you should think twice, okay, because it's very expensive, and better to wait for this to drag lower. All right, on longer term, we are expecting it to visit all the way up to at least up to 20,000. All right, so 20,000 or 15,000, and then find its bottom over there for longer term and continue its bullish trend for more upside. Okay, or simply another bearish leg to appear, or big we can say that big bearish flag to appear over there like that. Okay, and then continue its bullish trend for more upside. Yeah, there is potential in longer run that the Bitcoin can go up to 100K. Yes, it can go, okay, but yes, it is not going to go there straight away, and fundamentals needs to be in the favor of the Bitcoin for Bitcoin to go that much far away. All right, so the strength you have seen on the Bitcoin is just simply driven by higher inflation. Okay, now central banks are going to contain that. All right, you are not going to see a lot of money gonna jump into the Bitcoin for more upside. Okay, yeah, it is going to come, but gonna come over time. Okay, so simply it to fall back again in the ranges. Okay, so sharp sell-off, correct, breakdown, correct, and go all the way back to that bottom, and then hold it and then go back up. Okay, same goes with the others. Okay, so BNB is already struggling. Okay, and simply BNB to break down and go all the way up to that previous low to 50 to 60 areas. All right, so one more up leg is possible, but not expecting that. Okay, copper to also drop for longer term to the downside. Okay, so all that was all these moves were inflationary moves. Okay, and now central banks are giving signal that they're gonna wind up their QE program. Okay, and then the pairs which have already moved tremendously for upside, okay, they to drop. Like lumber, you have seen, you know, stronger sell off on the lumber. Similar way, these assets also going to go down. Okay, so this to drop. Copper forming a very nice correction on lower time frame. Bit risky, slightly risky, because the trend is very much strong on the copper. All right, and yeah, it can stay strong for a while before going to drop aggressively to those. Again, you know, it comes to the Fed. Okay, when they're gonna formally see that they are going to start the QE program from this date with that much, you know, figures, okay, then you're gonna see market gonna start to react. Okay, when they officially gonna announce their policy change, okay, then all these assets gonna stop falling. Okay, some of them have already find their top, some of them still finding their top. All right, so this 4-hour time frame correction to break down and copper to fall to over time. Gold too. Okay, gold has already, you know, made its move last week after having strong number. So simple flat formation and to visit this 1675 areas first. Okay, it has the potential to draw from, yeah, some are expecting that gold is not going to drop again up to 1000. All right, it can, okay, it can drop up to 1000. Yeah, so it depends on the yield, how yield is going to react to the inflation. All right, and if inflation is going to yield is going to rise very, very aggressively, and Fed is going to react to that, you know, faster than the anticipated time. Okay, then we're gonna see sharp sell-off on the gold. Okay, and gold can go up to 1300. So longer term upside is already done. All right, we can see that. Okay, and either stay sideways or gold to stay bearish. Okay, so simply, you know, short term still can bounce off. All right, gold still can bounce off from this floor, this previous low 1750, correct, and go back up. Okay, or break down very, very aggressively current price. Okay, and keep correcting and keep dropping all the way up to 16 you know, 80, 1675 areas. Okay, not much over there on the gold chart, right? You know, at the current price for downside. Okay, but if you are buying gold, okay, then you should look for a flat formation like that. Okay, but be careful that the gold is dropping very, very aggressively. Okay, it can break down that 1750 and can go all the way up to 1680 or 1675. Same goes with the silver chart. Silver chart has already broken. Okay, I'm expecting it to go much lower, or silver to go all the way back to these areas. Okay, deflationary move, go all the way back to these areas. Okay, or the average price 15 area. Okay, so on lower time frame, we still can see, you know, expanding triangle formation. Okay, if it comes, then you are looking this to continue to keep dragging lower. Not much left on the silver at the current price. Okay, it can, you know, again go sideways, so you don't have a perfect opportunity. Okay, like that, it can go again sideways like that. So you are just looking this to, either you are ignoring it or letting this to continue to keep dragging lower, because it has already made its move from the top. Or you can trade on lower time frame, which is a bit risky right now at the current price. All right, so dollar yen. Okay, so dollar yen to longer term to drop. All right, so changed. Okay, we have changed. Yeah, so changed means we are looking this to go down now. It has almost completed its bullish wave. So you're looking this to go all the way back to one or two areas over time. So for lower time frame, okay, prices in a daily correction like the chief yen. All right, so you're looking this to complete the short term move, which is already over there. Okay, or 15-minute time frame to just keep pushing more higher. And once price, you know, visit the 110.60 or 110.70, then again go into that expanding triangle formation. Okay, that one. Right, then drag lower back to that, or longer term. If I'm gonna look at the 15-minute time frame, nothing new. Dollar strong, non-farm payroll numbers, 15-minute correction. Okay, then push up. Simply complete that and push up. Okay, how far this goes, okay, how far that move goes, just watch it. All right, and from top, give us good price action and then drop again. All right, Aussie yen, same like the Australian dollar, US dollar chart. Okay, bigger time frame, we have just recently seen that 20 October. All right, and on your 4-hour time frame, that triangle formation. Okay, price to stay below that top, right below that top, and your short sell opportunity gonna be over there. Okay, so it's just simply showing, you know, you know, clear, easy setup rather than, you know, making it more complex by looking at the lower time frame. All right, that's what you're looking. Just simply go down, and in case if price, you know, gets bigger, I mean, goes for a bigger correction. All right, let's say this goes for a bigger correction, then it is not going to change the bearish view or bearish, you know, like that. Okay, this still we're still gonna look for this to continue to keep dragging lower. All right, so Australian dollar, US dollar is sitting at the bottom, but this pair still sitting at the 4-hour top, so still, you know, sell opportunities there. All right, so this chart is going close to this low. All right, so it means that Aussie yen still there to catch from the top. All right, so same goes with this chart. Okay, you can go for both charts, either New Zealand dollar, US dollar, or this. Okay, but the potential going to be over there on this chart for longer term, because as I said, you know, market is expecting that Reserve Bank of New Zealand gonna be the sorry guys, those who are on the TV, sorry, you know, actually it seems to me that there's a wire issue which is, you know, causing that sound problem. So hopefully it's fine now on your end. All right, so as I said, you know, Reserve Bank of New Zealand market is expecting that they're gonna be the first to wind up their program, and we're gonna have stronger New Zealand dollar. All right, and that's the reason which is, you know, keeping the New Zealand dollar stronger across the market right now. Okay, but after they're gonna be a decision on 18th of August, yeah, after that we're gonna see normal market. All right, or even we can see, you know, weaknesses on the New Zealand dollar before that. So New Zealand dollar can offer some good, you know, sell opportunities, you know, for short term to medium term and longer term. All right, so again, the bigger structure, as I said, is there. Okay, so go all the way back to that low. All right, and there is a daily correction right now which is just appearing over there. Okay, and that daily correction, so first of all, you are simply looking right now this trade, okay, that move, and all the way go back to that low again, 20 July. All right, so go up to that low, 20 July, and break down that 20 July and drop more, or go back up for a flat formation like others. All right, so chart is very much clear. There should be a correction. Yeah, there is. Okay, there is correction. Yeah, you have seen that correction on the New Zealand dollar, US dollar too. That slightly has gone lower. Okay, but this chart is still close to the top. That to break down aggressively and continue the bearish trend. Okay, in case if price is not going to drop and going to slightly push more higher. Okay, let's see, slightly going to push more higher. Okay, this is not going to change all the way back to that top, all right, or impulse. So this is not going to change the bigger view. Okay, what is the bigger view? The bigger view is the weekly. Okay, and this is the bigger view. Okay, price to go all the way back to that low. So any tiny pullback over there is not going to change that bigger structure. All right, bigger picture, bigger weekly chart. That's not, small moves are not going to change that. So we're gonna stay, you know, we're gonna stick to that. Same goes with this chart. Okay, you are simply looking breakout and go down. All right, breakdown, visit that low. All right, so CAD yen also is not going to change. All right, so again, bigger time frame analysis is the, yeah, so, you know, we're not going to change our longer term, analysis. Okay, so the longer term analysis is that, right? This, as long as fundamentals are supporting that move. Okay, right now fundamentals are supporting that move. If fundamentals change, all right, and price is going to, and formations are going to change across the market, then we'll see, what is going to next. Either the yen is going to fall further or is going to go with the longer term trend. Highly likely we're going to see the strength over time on the yen. All right, so this bigger image is not going to change anytime soon. This is a weekly image. All right, and you are simply looking, you see there, you're looking these, all to drop. So simple analysis. All right, if I'm going to make it simple, rather than looking at the lower time frame, you are watching price to hold that previous top 88.30 and price to stay below that 88.30 and this move, okay, back to that low, that wave, okay, or more downside aggressive. All right, and EURCAD, let's just simply go to the lower time frame. All right, so EURCAD to also drop, let's just simply go to the lower time frame, 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour gonna be all right. Okay, another small correction to appear over there, and that trade, okay, not a big trade is over there, but just simply go down. EURCAD to just go down, okay, and stay sideways or tag that low. All right, okay, and USDCAD also simply just stick to this lower time frame. Not a big opportunity over there. All right, and just a short-term opportunity. Okay, not a best opportunity, all right, but you still can trade. It's a less potential, higher risk opportunities on both pairs, on the EURCAD and USDCAD. Okay, that move. Stay bearish on Kiwi against the CAD and USD. All right, so there are going to be a good opportunity in coming days on this chart. Okay, we may see again a longer term reversal on it. Okay, but the lower this pair goes, okay, gonna be better for you. Okay, the lower this pair goes, gonna be a better buy opportunity. All right, okay, so again this pair is going down, right? So Australian dollar is going down. Again, there is a divergence between these two central banks. So Australian central bank is still dovish, all right, and the New Zealand central bank is giving some signs that they're gonna wind up their QE program and gonna tighten their policy, which is causing this drop, this lag lower. All right, okay, so highly likely we're gonna see that the Reserve Bank of New Zealand also gonna follow the other major banks. Okay, they are not going into a different direction than the others. Yeah, definitely they're gonna follow the bigger banks. Okay, or Fed or Bank of England, Bank of Australia, or Bank of England, all right, or Bank of Canada. All right, so once they're gonna start following that, okay, we're gonna see this bigger move. Okay, we're gonna see price action for that before that wave gonna appear over there. So you're gonna see that. So what's for now? Okay, so not much left on this chart, all right, for more downside, because the wave is already there from from 109, okay, and appearing over there for the downside. Yeah, there you still may see short-term sell opportunities over there for more downside. Okay, and I think you shouldn't chase that. Okay, you should prepare for the upside. Okay, right now price action is not there for buying this pair. As we can see that Australian dollar is still weak, okay, all right, and Kiwi is strong, right, and Kiwi can stay strong until 18th of August against this pair, right, until or if Australian central bank is going to be hawkish, yeah, then we may see aggressive move over there for upside. So price action is not there for this pair to reverse for longer term for upside like it has done previously from this area. All right, like it has done previously from that place. All right, so means that still can drag lower. Okay, last time it went, I mean, it visited the 1, right, at this area. So don't think so we're going to have that kind of, you know, drop. But the average price, you know, we have seen reversal on this pair. Yeah. If we're going to look at the past data, okay, so we have seen reversal, you know, from 103, 103.5, all right, or 104. Within these areas we have seen, you know, longer term reversal. So it is landing within the reversal area for longer term, all right, and you are watching price action for this to reverse from that you know, reversal area, reversal zone. So right now we are having a correction. Okay, so the recent low we have seen at 104. Right, so the recent low we have seen at 104. So once price going to tag that 104 areas, you are watching it. If the stronger aggressive move, again, basic, okay, the basic price action technique which we use, all right. So if we're going to see aggressive move coming over there, okay, and correction is just forming over there, then longer term reversal, right? If not, then let the price keep dragging lower. Okay, so it's landing within the reversal area for longer term. Okay, there are going to be multiple buy opportunities once price is going to start reversing on it, okay? Or if price is going to stay sideways, still there are going to be a lot of, you know, buy opportunities. So this is a good pair, all right? This is a simply good pair to watch for longer term. Okay, if you're going to look at the past chart, all right, past data, that's the average price. Okay, you have seen the average price. Yeah, it tagged 1, right? 1, 2, and 3. So 3 times, and but remained above that, above 102. It remained above 1.02. Okay, so where it is right now, 104. Okay, still we can see that 300 pip move left over there for more downside. So you shouldn't be chasing too early. But yes, reversal is written on wall on this chart in coming days. All right. So price action is needed. So the lower it goes, gonna be a better to watch, because the max is the 102 area. So yeah, so move. Yeah. So let me look at the past chart, past data. Okay, so if move is going to be slow, not going to be aggressive for upside, okay, so still I'm gonna offer you something like that kind of opportunities. All right, so these small, it's too early to see that the reversal is going to happen to you guys, okay, but maybe, you know, not sure when the next weekly market outlook gonna be over there. Okay, if so, then we'll let you know. But yes, what it is doing right now, it is going to offer you a good opportunity over time for next couple of months. All right, so EURCAD also same. All right, so slightly drop more lower and longer term reversal. If I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, all right, so price is struggling to go, not a best opportunity simply right now. Okay, EURCAD is not a best opportunity. Okay, so drag more lower, hold these support areas, okay, and then go back up. All right, so simple analysis, go down, tag that low, and then hold that support area and then go back up. Okay, so simple analysis, just stick to that rather than chasing the lower time frame. So EUROAS, okay, so good chart to watch. Okay, so simple analysis. Next, expanding triangle formation, so slightly tag that low and go back up for the next leg. All right, so Euro USD Chief, okay, USD Chief similar like others. So I'm expecting this to visit the October lows as well, 20 October lows. All right, so you're looking this to break down sharply. Not a best chart right now. All right, not expecting a breakout like that. Okay, sharp sell-off breakout. But in case if it comes, you are looking this to keep dragging lower, or simply, you know, simply go and form the expanding triangle formation. Okay, like that, and then, you know, hold that previous top like I have shown you on the Euro Australian dollar. Okay, and then keep dragging low. Okay, so Euro New Zealand dollar also going to be a good chart to watch. Okay, if you miss the Euro New Zealand dollar US dollar, then you can watch price action there on this chart. Okay, for this to go back up for the next leg. Or simple analysis, you are watching this to break out for more upside. Okay, that move. All right, so Kiwi Chief opposite, hold that. All right, so go slightly more higher, this up to that low. Okay, go this low, or again the daily chart. Okay, so drag more lower up to these areas. Okay, so pound Australian dollar stay trending, not a best chart right now to chase. All right, okay, so better to stay away. Okay, yeah, so stay away rather than chasing this or going against the trend. Okay, that's the structure, by the way. Same goes with this, like the Euro New Zealand dollar. Okay, hold that expanding triangle formation and go back up. Price is already pushing higher. In case if it tag that low, then you can chase, or you can chase the lower time frame. Okay, which I wouldn't suggest you to chase these 15-minute time frame. Okay, just simply follow the 4-hour time frame rather than following these 15-minute formations. Okay, chase that, watch that, 4-hour time frame for next leg higher. Okay, so pound CAD to push slightly more higher and then drag lower. A big sideways market we are having on this currency, pound against the CAD. Right, so slightly push more higher and then drag lower. Not a best chart right now. All right, so this is going to be the best chart to watch for next couple of weeks to months. All right, a big drop I'm expecting on this chart. Right, so big drop. All right, so if I'm gonna look at the daily chart, this expanding triangle formation to go all the way back to these areas. Okay, if price push more higher, let that to push more higher slightly. Okay, this move is not which you should chase. All right, but the move you should chase is the bearish one. Okay, back to that low or longer term drop to the downside. How you should wait and watch for that. Okay, so prices is, or just let's just keep it simple rather than let's just keep that simple. Okay, that expanding triangle formation to drop for longer term. Okay, don't trade within these ranges for either direction. Okay, wait for the price to hit the ranges, hit the top. All right, hit the bottom for buy for short term, or price to hit the top for sell. Okay, don't trade within the sideways market for either direction. Okay, price can fall for the downside. Yeah, if you're a buyer, you can get stopped out. Okay, and if you are a seller, okay, it can go back up, you can get stopped out. All right, there is no continuation formation or clear setup on lower time frame where you can chase the continuation for a downside for a bigger move. All right, so better price to tag that top. And yes, this move is highly likely going to be over there, as I have shown you, weaknesses on the chief across the market for a while right now, for a while. All right, from current price. So better wait for the price to tag the top. Chief yen to euro chief, okay, to keep dragging lower back to that low. Again, slow moving, not a best chart, but just stay trending to the downside. Dollar Chinese yuan, longer term reversal is on its way. All right, trend is trying to hold. Okay, this longer term trend. So on lower time frame, so simple and easy, no need to get confused. Okay, Chinese central bank, they want weaker currency to get the edge, right? To get the edge on the others. They want cheaper yuan. Okay, they don't want stronger. Okay, when they don't want stronger, then why you go against them? Okay, go with them where they want. So simply next leg over there, back to that top, or in best again fundamentals. Okay, Fed is going to give clarity that when they're gonna start tapering and with how much. Okay, then longer term rise. So you are right now looking this top, okay, continuation, and in best case scenario that, and in super best case scenario, then all the way back to these tops, okay, these areas. Get that kind of move, this whole move you see over there. Get this whole aggressive move like that. Okay, so simple short to medium term and longer term buy opportunity. Clear chart, price is holding that, expanding triangle formation, or dollar is holding that expanding triangle formation. All right, so just go and continue to keep pushing more. Let me check the lower time frame. All right, so flag is already there. Yeah, that 15-minute flag on dollar pairs is just appearing over there. You are looking this to break out or slightly get bigger and then continue its next wave. Okay, so dollar peso also going to be a good chart for longer term. This chart shouldn't be, shouldn't be ignored. Okay, arrows are showing where to go. All right, and it's finding its floor simply. All right, it's struggling to break below these prices. So every time when you see that the price is coming close to these lows, 1980, then you're looking this to hold and simply go up. All right, so right now, this correction to slightly get bigger, so it's a sideways market, but price is holding 1980 firmly. Okay, and slightly a deeper pullback and just continue to go back up. Yeah, if you don't want to chase that 15-minute correction, okay, then simply wait for the price to visit these lows. Okay, so 1970, 1980, all these areas are good to watch it to hold, for support to hold and go for reversal. Okay, so dollar rand also broke out the flag or the expanding triangle formation. All right, this one is the bigger one, and broke out and going for the next leg. So just keep going. All right, so test that top first or complete new leg. Okay, so lower time frame is again 15-minute correction. Okay, manipulation already happened. This price is not going against that. Okay, and you're gonna see another breakout and continuation for more upside. Okay, so the strength simply on dollar against the rand, and how far it can go. Okay, it can break the previous weekly high. Obviously gonna take time. Okay, but you are looking that to longer term target is that. Okay, so let me look at the large caps quickly, and then we're gonna finish. Again, same analysis like the S&P 500, deeper pullback or keep pushing more higher. Okay, so indices are super strong. Yeah, and they can keep pushing more higher, and you can trade for short term for more upside. Yeah, deeper pullback gonna create a buy opportunity. Correction gonna create a buy opportunity. Yeah, that's the DAX. That's the Dow, sorry. Okay, breakout, continue or drop, deeper correction, and then continue. So lower time frame, you can chase. I don't see lower time frame set up right now because they are at the top, sitting at the top, sitting at the record highs. Same goes with the Dow, right? So sorry, same goes with the German 30, all right? And fall back. Okay, if that fall comes, the setups which I have shown you on the yen pairs, this fall, okay, you need to chase those. You can trade that too for the downside. Okay, so UK 100 index, expanding triangle formation, keep pushing more higher or fall back to that previous bottom and then continue its bullish wave. Okay, so simple analysis on the indices. Okay, so Bloomberg crashed after Fed intervention. All right, so you're gonna see those assets which are staying at at those tops, and they're gonna drop to like that. Okay, so let me, UK oil is also same, guys. I don't think so I need to talk about that, like the WTI. Okay, so same analysis on this chart like I have made already on the WTI. Okay, natural gas is right now catching the other inflationary assets, all right, like oil, all right, or like copper. And how far it can goes, no one knows, all right. It still can keep rising for more upside, okay, or can drop at any time. Okay, natural gas is strong right now, and how far it can goes, it can, you know, keep pushing more higher. All right, so if you want to trade on the natural gas, okay, so you can stay short-term bearish on the natural gas at the current price, okay, but better to let the bullish move finish. All right, bullish wave is about to finish on the natural gas, okay, and the bearish wave is about to come on the natural gas. Wait for that price action on the natural gas. Once that comes, okay, the natural gas to go back down again up to 2. What can drive that bearish wave again? Change in policy from the Fed. Okay, if change in policy comes from the Fed, then obviously we're gonna see top on the natural gas and it's gonna fall. All right, is there a possibility that the natural gas on Henry Hub to crash for upside similar like that? Yes, obviously there is possibility. Okay, that's the reason you shouldn't chase the price for the downside right now. Okay, there is possibility that the price can rise very, very aggressively for upside, okay, all the way up to 15 or like that. Okay, so it happens, okay, it happens when we see, you know, super easy monetary policy from central banks, and once they stop that, then you see prices, you know, go back to normal. So still can run for more upside. Okay, so stay short-term bearish and wait for very, very aggressive sell on it. Once that manipulation, simply we can say that, rather than aggressive sell. Once manipulation comes, then you are looking natural gas to fall. Okay, so just keep pushing more higher. All right, and where was the manipulation? If I'm gonna look at the previous price, okay, there was the manipulation. All right, aggressive sell came and then price started to fall. You're waiting for that kind of price action. Once it comes, it can break that previous top. All right, so it can break that previous top, this previous top. All right, can break that, even can go higher than that. So you shouldn't play, you know, if you are trading on it, okay, so trade with care for either direction for upside, because the move has already gone. All right, the move has this weekly wave has already gone, right? How far that weekly wave gonna go or sustain gonna depends on the, you know, specifically gonna depends on the central bank's policy, right? So short term stay bullish and wait for a stronger sell off. When it comes, that stronger sell obviously gonna come with some reasons, right? And once that reason's gonna be over there, you're gonna know about that. Small caps, okay, so small caps similar like the large caps. Okay, so short term stay trending and wait for a deeper pullback. Okay, short term bullish, wait for a pullback. All right, so US Russell 2000, okay, so break the previous top and go higher than the previous top, go up to 2500 first. All right, and in best case scenario, go up to 3000. All right, so small caps are highly undervalued right now as we compare to the large caps and tech stock. Okay, so this move to appear, keep pushing more higher and break that top or fall back from that top to triangle again, symmetrical triangle. All right, so same goes with the Russell 3000. Okay, a deeper pullback and then continue. All right, so you need a pullback on Euro Stock 50 for more upside. All right, so they are at the new high. Okay, so same goes with the Franc CAC 40. Okay, deeper pullback or trend to stay intact and keep pushing more higher for short term. Okay, deeper pullback or the trend to keep pushing more higher. Okay, deeper pullback up to trend line or current trend to keep pushing more higher. Nifty, deeper pullback or the current trend to keep pushing more higher. Again, you know, again, it depends on this the central bank policy, guys. All right, for deeper pullback correction. All right, so crypto, Ethereum, again, they are not making sense for me right now for the bullish trend to stay intact. Okay, so that's the structure. Stronger sell-off and break that trend line and go all the way back to this low. Okay, stronger sell-off, correct, and drop. That's what I'm looking. Okay, they are not making sense right now for bullish trend to stay intact. There was news, okay, we had news on the Ethereum which caused this trend on the Ethereum. Okay, but I don't see that that is going to sustain the bullish trend. Okay, that news is going to sustain that or more upside, something like that. Okay, highly likely you're going to see that sideways market and again, you know, a cool, you know, let me tell you what I see is going to come on the cryptocurrencies in longer run. Those who are super bullish on the cryptocurrencies, good luck to you guys. All right, but again, you know, we may see, you know, longer term bullish cycle on the cryptocurrencies when the next, you know, inflationary cycle gonna be over there. Okay, something like that. Let's flipped and okay, so this is what I see on in longer term. Okay, maybe some of them, you know, not gonna like that, right? Specifically those who are holding cryptos for longer term. Okay, but that's what I see. So the next cycle gonna be much stronger. Okay, because we're gonna have, you know, limited supply, and we may see something like that. Okay, so this is what I'm expecting in longer run. Okay, maybe some of you guys are not going to be on the same page with me on the cryptocurrencies. Yeah, but what I can say to you guys, if you are looking for longer term buy right now on the cryptocurrencies, trade with care. Okay, so what on a lower time frame breakdown, and first of all go down to these areas. Okay, up to 1800. Okay, so yeah, so same picture on the rest. Dogecoin to just stay sideways, slightly can push more higher. Okay, but yeah, stay sideways for longer term for next phase, next cycle. All right, so all these gonna behave similar way. So OITA went up and then drag lower. So let's just simply go to lower time frame. Don't see next bullish cycle right now. Okay, what I see that the next leg can appear over there. All right, which is, you know, it is just simply struggling. OITA. Okay, OITA is struggling. Bitcoin and Ethereum was strong. Okay, so if it goes that much far away, still drag lower. Okay, right now expecting like that. So same structure I'm showing across the market. Okay, same 4-hour time frame structure. Okay, so fall back. Okay, back to that low or push out for another leg and then drop. Okay, so same structure on this. Obviously, when you're going to see sharp sell off on the Bitcoin, you're going to see these coins also going to drag lower against the dollar. All right, I think enough for this week, guys. Thanks very much for coming into the weekly market outlook. All right, and if I'll see setups during the week, we'll try my best to share with you. All right, If there is any question, then let me know, guys, so we can talk about those questions. Is there any question, guys? So hopefully you are good to, you are good, you are okay. So let's just finish here, and we'll see you back again in another weekly market outlook, lads. Until then, bye bye, have a nice weekend and enjoy yourself. Thanks for coming into the weekly market outlook. Bye bye.